Alright, let's take a look at number 27. Been a while since we looked at a problem like this. It says solve the differential equation given the initial condition 0, 4. Now that's not an interval, that's actually a point. That's x equals 0, y equals 4. And they gave us that differential equation dy dx equals 4x over the square root of 16 minus x squared. Okay, so now remember, when we go to solve a differential equation, we have to integrate. It's the one time when, if you don't know what to do, take the derivative. When it says differential equation, you have to think integrate. So what we would do is set this thing up, dy equals 4x over the square root 16 minus x squared, and we would move the dx over there. Now if we integrate each side, integral of dy is, of course, y. So y is going to be the integral 4x over 16 minus x squared raised to the 1/2 power dx. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let u equal 16 minus x squared. So then du is negative 2x dx, or negative 1/2 du equals x dx. This integral then becomes, if I bring the 4 out in front, times negative 1/2, it becomes negative 2 times the integral. I'm going to write this u to the negative 1/2 du. We integrate that. Negative 2 times u, negative 1/2 plus 1 is a positive 1/2, and that's times another 2 plus c. So what we end up with is negative 4 u to the positive 1/2 plus c equals y, but u was 16 minus x squared raised to the 1/2 plus c. And they gave us that initial condition, 0, 4. So 4 is going to equal negative 4 times 16 minus 0 squared raised to the 1/2 power plus c. Okay, 16 minus 0 is 0, or 16 raised to the 1/2 power is 4. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16 plus c. So this is going to make c equal 20. So our equation is y equals negative 4 times 16 minus x squared raised to the 1/2 plus 20. Alright, number 28. Another differential equation type problem. They gave us that initial condition of 0, negative 3. Again, that's not an interval, that's an actual point. But this time they tell us f prime of x equals negative sine x cosine x. Remember, f prime of x is another way of writing dy dx. I'm even going to skip going y, integral dy, and just say y is going to equal the integral negative sine x times the cosine of x dx. If I let u equal the cosine of x, du is equal to negative sine x dx. So that means that y becomes the integral u du, which is 1/2 u squared plus c. So y would equal 1/2 times the cosine squared of x plus c. Now, 1/2 cosine squared x plus c. And they gave us the point 0, negative 3. So now if I let y is going to be negative 3, 1/2 times the cosine squared of 0 plus c. Cosine squared of 0 is 1. So basically I end up with negative 3 equals 1/2 plus c. C equals negative 3 1/2 So y equals 1/2 times the cosine squared of x minus 3.5. And that's number 28. Alright. Hope you had fun.